Yeah. I like the idea of going out Friday morning or Saturday morning too.
All right, we start off here on the power play. Or sorry, we're on the penalty kill. Oh, and they get it on the back door. I already got their goal on there because it chalked it up in my pocket. Did not see exactly what was going on over there. Get consolation broadcasting on this ring. All right. Over for Shaddy. Puck up towards center ice. Off of a stick. Now at the blue line. Dumped in. Chased after by Lily. Amelia tries to poke it around one of the defenders. Bryn near side. Puck moved up the wall. Grabbed by Sonia. She's going to put it on her backhand. Skates across the red line. Stick lift there. Lets the Americans turn it the other way. Back for Tamara. Tamara off this inside wall here is going to get Amelia. Amelia to Sonia. Sonia trying to get it across the ice for Amelia coming this way. Now back into the zone. Grabbed out of the air. Flipped up and around. Both defenders on the American side over right in front of the bench. Now turned up the other way. Tipped off a stick. And Bryn's going to have to chase as they wave off icing. Bryn behind the net. Pokes it around. Centering pass comes up through everybody. Now they turn it back around the other direction. Puck off Sonia's hand. She flipped it over. Now grabbed near side. Sonia had her stick lifted there. A dump by the Americans hits Tamara. Now pushed towards the zone. Bryn got a stick on it off that outside wall. And now they come away with it. Sonia's got a step here as she comes in. Tried to center it, had them catch up behind her. Now over on the far side. Kicked up to the blade. Intercepted by Sonia. She backhands it back down into the zone. Amelia with pressure on the near side. Jordana steps up into the play. Puck fired all the way across. Grabbed by the Americans at the red line. They dump it off the wall, down into the zone. Riley chases. Riley on her forehand. She's going to take it, backhand behind the net, reverses direction. Comes up for Shaddy. Shaddy up top. Dumps the puck up to the blue line. Kept in by the Americans. Moved up by Riley. She puts it through both defenders. It's going to go all the way for icing. And we'll start back down in our zone. Jordana on the face-off. Squares up, wins it clean back to Riley in the corner. A backhand pass across behind the net, moved up on the breakout toward Jordana. Jordana gets it around the defender. It's up out of the zone in the neutral ice. Fought on by Mack. Mack pushes around one player. She's going to stick handle across, checks over her shoulder, looking for that centering pass. She drops it for Olivia, who came streaming down the high slot. Olivia on her backhand. She tries to reverse it back down for Mack underneath the net, dug out by the Americans. They're going to turn it up ice. Jordana got a stick on it, kept it at the blue line, now played by Olivia in the zone, and that's going to be offsides. Alliance get a full change. Shaddy comes out to take the draw. Into the feet of Teagan on the near side. Teagan pinches her off at the boards. Dug out by the Americans at the blue line. They move it back to their defender in the high slot. She's going to push it right into Teagan. Teagan has it on the backhand, trying to get it into the zone. Poke check there by Rudy. Gets it right across the center faceoff dot. Americans dump it down into the zone, forehand and chase. Rudy gets there first. Rudy behind her net. Starts to stick handle out of the zone. She's got some space in front of her. Makes the up pass over here towards Amelia, who got a shot towards the net. Misplayed by the goalie. Rolled out for a second. Not quite enough to get a shot on net, though, as she gets the glove over the top of it. Shaddy pulls it, tries to get a shot right towards the net, fired all the way down by the Americans. That will be icing as it goes just to the right of the net. Full change here. Jordana on the draw. One back by the Americans into the corner. Chased after by both Sonia and Mack. Sonia, stick lift there. Soft touch pass to the Americans. They come across the red line. Up and out of the zone. Hits the blue line. Is going to fire a shot towards Aviana. She gloves it down and gets a whistle. Americans face off dot, set play, get it up, defense to defense. Falls on the stick for Lily. Lily skates it up, dumps it around. Mack over behind the net, up pass here on the stick, poke check by Jordana. Now moved the other direction by the Americans. Lily fires that back down into the zone. Mack chases, tied up against the wall, near side over for Sonia. Sonia at the hashes. Mack gets a play on it. Americans come away with it. Poke check there as Rudy came all the way across the blue line. Forced her wide. Grabbed by Lily. Lily on the breakout. Rudy decides to go the other direction, looking for Jordana. Jordana opens up some ice. Up pass here towards Sonia. Sonia trying to get it off the wall. She's got Mack on the far side. Chipped it around the defender. Now turned back up the other direction. Americans break it out the other way. Centering pass right through the crease. Nobody home on the back door. Now moved up here for Mack. Mack had it just outside the reach of her grasp. Sonia dumps it in. They peel off for a change. Bren near side. Played it down low into the zone. Got it up for Jordana. Now off the backside wall, Teagan gets in there. Teagan on her backhand, tries to push it towards the net. Poke checks it high slot. Another try at it. Now the puck thrown all the way up and down. We'll get the offensive zone face off here with 10:39 left in the second. Shaddy backhand to Bryn. Bryn fires a shot. It's loose down low in front. Chopped out by Shaddy. Now up towards Teagan. Teagan turns around. She throws a quick shot towards the net. Goes wide down low. Over for Olivia. Olivia off the wall. Pushes it down. Over for Shaddy. Bryn sniping up top. She gets a soft shot over there. Hops into the low slot. Grabbed by the Americans. Teagan with pressure behind the net. Forced off the wall over for Tamara. Americans come away, not able to turn the puck all the way around. Teagan hits the skates of one of the Americans, and they fire the puck right at their coach. That'll force a center ice faceoff. Puck won by Alliance. They have it back here. Dumped forward, hit the ref. That's what negated the icing. Turned back the other direction. Riley comes all the way across, got a stick on it. Bumps her off into the boards. Turn back up ice, hit the ref skates again, slowed the puck down, breakout pass goes to Sonia. Sonia in her skates, turn back this way, thrown off that outside wall, grabbed by Addie. Addie up pass at center ice, stick handled around from Sonia. Sonia trying to get it to Amelia. She got a stick on it at the red line. Now move back for Sonia. Sonia plays it at the hashes. She comes all the way across. Backhand pass high, rolls across the slot, grabbed by Addie. Addie fires through everybody, hits a bunch of bodies. Now stepped up on by Riley. Riley off the wall, good play there. She flipped into the zone. It's Jordana. Jordana's got a little bit of a step. She sees Amelia coming right in on the back door. Played it over wide, tried to fire it back in. She's still got the puck as she stick handling, pass it to herself. Up top for Lily. Lily cross ice, tipped there by Americans, able to get it out of the zone. Rudy tried to play it forward, and Americans turned it back the other direction. Mack off the bench on the change, bumps into Lily. Turned it back up the wall, not out of the zone. She gets it again down low. Puck up high, high in the slot, shot through everybody, grabbed by Aviana. As she closed the 5-hole on that shot, 8-13 here in the second. We do swap goalies halfway through. Kira now in net. Puck moved up. Off that backside wall. Played up towards Tegan. Tegan has it. She comes away. Saucer pass trying to hit Mack. She's got Mack. Mack with Tegan. Tegan comes streaming into the zone. Down low, up top for Bryn. Bryn has it. She looks to fire. Puts it over towards Tegan. Tegan down low in the zone. Has it behind the net. Tegan stick handles, looks for some room. Peels away the near side. Pass up towards Bryn and hit a stick. Deflected wide. Kept alive by Riley off a stick. Almost deflected towards the net. Shaddy looks over her shoulder. Chops it down low over to Mack. Shaddy and Mack fighting the stick. Bryn pinches in. Keeps the puck alive at the hashes. Now over for Mack. Mack turns around. Quick shot. Just off the inside post. Now Tamara. She comes down that outside wall. Pinched down by Mack. Mack sees it come up top. Tegan here at the red line. Flipped up high into the bench on the Alliance side this time. Couple good shots on that shift. Puck cross ice to Bryn. Bryn off the wall up top. That'll go for icing. Puck one over by Alliance. Bryn has it. Gets it to her D partner. Now behind the net, looking for some room. Two Americans on her. Up pass here, off of a skate. Deflected high slot. Grabbed by the Americans. They turn around, shot. Deflected off a stick. Goes up over the top of the net. Moved around near side wall. Bryn fighting for it at the hashes. Pushed towards the net. Now bumped up top. Not quite out of the zone. Turn back around. Americans take a shot on the backhand. Sticked aside easily by Kira. Now behind the net. Grabbed by Bryn. Bryn comes all the way across. It got tipped at center ice. Americans come flying around behind their zone. Forecheck on by, I believe that's Sonia. Oh, sorry. That was Jordana. Jordana tried to do a touch pass to Sonia right in front of the net. Americans come down that far side wall, hit the blue line, dump it deep, peel off for a change, gives Bryn some time. Bryn looking to hit Sonia up high, and does. Sonia comes away with it, leaves it for Shaddy. Shaddy down low in the zone. She comes around behind the net. Up top for Riley. Riley had to play it on the backhand. She comes crashing in. Now a 3-on-1 the other direction. Over for Bryn. Bryn plays it wide, a backhand play, and they both go crashing on each other down into the net. Picked up, turned around the other direction as we come walking forward. Shaddy has it. She does a nice pass off the wall to herself. She's got one in center. She throws it over towards the center and almost deflected in by their own player. Now for Sonia. Sonia has it low. Sonia has two in the front. Makes the play. Riley keeps it alive on that outside wall. Now flipped up by the Americans. Riley on her backhand. She tried to go across, puts it on net towards Kira. Kira sticks it aside. Americans down low, pinned up against the wall. Puck flipped around, hit a couple bodies, and deflects over towards the near side hashes. Now back around again. Over for Riley. Americans get a shot towards the front of the net. Deflects wide again. Americans with pressure down low. Riley steps up into it. Now pickpocket by Mack. Mack's got a step. She comes all the way down, 2-on-1. Soft pass over to Mack. Mack shot right at the face of the goalie. Jordana and Mack play across the ice to each other. And a good scoring chance there. .424 left here in the first. Or in the second. They kick the blue center out. Jordana's going to take the draw. One over into that far side corner. Keeps up top for Rudy. Rudy cross ice to Lily. Lily dumps it down off the back wall. Jordana comes in with pressure. Kept alive by Lily. Flipped off high into the air. Stepped up on by Olivia. She arm checked the girl. Now grabbed by Lily as she's going to turn it up the other direction. Cross ice pass almost intercepted by Amelia. Amelia on the forecheck. Forces the pass to the other defender. She comes across on the backside trying to cherry pick at the blue line. Got tied up. American shot off of the pads of Kira. Now Rudy. Rudy flips it up, hits a stick, goes high in the air. Grabbed by the Americans at center, and they one-timer it in right in front. Of a shoulder and goes into the bench. Third puck in the bench in the last couple minutes. They'll take a center ice face-off. Shaddy ties her up. Mack looks to come in, over for Teagan. Teagan dumps it down into the corner. Shaddy chases after it. Comes up around for Teagan. Teagan down low in the corner. She spins away, trying to get it alone behind the net. Leaves it for Shaddy. Shaddy off the wall, turns it back around the other direction. Pass to Teagan. Teagan one-timer. Over on the backside. Teagan hustles over into the corner. Gets down there, bodies off the player on the puck. Shaddy comes in to help her out. 2-on-2 in the corner, dug out by Teagan. Teagan comes away with it. She's going to walk forward, looks for the wraparound. Pass over to Bryn. Bryn fires the shot. It's loose down low in front. Over for Teagan. Teagan has it again. Now she's going to peel away. Back up to Bryn. Bryn has it again. Bryn looks, fires the shot, hits a skate in front, and comes up top on a breakaway. Good play there by Tamara. Loose right in front. Teagan gets down there with Mack, and Mack plays the puck off the wall. Now Mack comes away with it. Mack stick handles through. One to beat. Comes wide. Up front. Missed the high slot of Amelia streaking down. Now Teagan comes, Bryn came across. She Knocked her right on her tail side. Rimmed around the wall, over for Jordana. Jordana got a stick on that. Puck comes around near side. 2 minutes left here in the second period. Centering pass up top to the defense, played by Jordana. Now a shot goes wide left of the net. Bryn played there, up to the D. D goes D to D. Walked in, had some room, takes a shot on Kira. Dug out by Rudy, I believe. Maybe Olivia. That is Olivia. Now they come down and across. Americans get it into the zone. Bryn, she's going to chase. First one there. Backhand pass over on the far side wall to Sonia. Now up top. Tipped on a stick. They're going to say icing as it goes all the way down. Puck is dropped. Sonia got up there. Shot from the point. Doesn't get on net. Another try at it and never got in. It hit Kira. Was sitting in the blue paint. Now an up pass over here for Mac. Mac's got to step on the inside. She gets hooked all the way down. She gets the shot. Hits the goalie. Everything slides backwards. They'll send us on the power play. Jordana comes in to take the draw. Waits a minute for everybody to get in position. Played over here near side, up for Rudy. Rudy has it up top. Fired a shot, hit a body from Rudy up top. Now Mac back to Lily. Lily down low to Mac. Mac cross ice over for Jordana. Down low for Sonia. Sonia to Jordana. Jordana up to Rudy. Rudy back in. Tried to one-timer it back, and that's going to throw it down for icing. 23 seconds. Jordana wins it again. Back to Rudy. Rudy across the top of the slot. Lily to Mac. Mac fires a shot. Rised over the top of the net. 3 seconds left here. Now up top for Rudy. Rudy's got to shoot. Got a shot from the point off, but after the buzzer. And we'll head into the third. We'll have 1:03 left on the power play. Trailing 2-0. All right, Alliance come away. Jordana at center, gets it right to Mack. Mack was already flying forward. One to the back wall. They give her some room. Rudy fires the shot low. Moved back by the Americans, kept alive by Lily. Lily down low into the corner, grabbed up by Jordana. Jordana up top for Lily. Lily back across. Fired, hit the top knob of the stick. Now played back down low into the zone. Lily has to check her shoulder. She's got one pressure on her. Comes away, peeled up, drop pass over there for Jordana. Jordana walks in. Goes backhand, just wide of the net, picks up her own shot. Now up top for Lily. Lily back to Jordana. Jordana to Mack. Mack fired the shot, hit the glove. Another play at it, loose down low, covered up by the goalie. A little shot there to Sonia, and Sonia plays it right back at her. Back to full strength for both teams. 14:54 left here in the game. Alliance looking for a spark here. Comes back up through the feet. Chipped around the defender. Good hustle there by Tamara. Left for Bren. Bren gets it out of the zone. Came back in offside. Kind of danced there on the blue line for a minute, but we all saw it coming. They're going to say it all the way down. On the intentional offsides. Now Shaddy lines up in the face-off dot. One over by Shaddy, high slot, back towards Tamara. They bring the puck wide. Bryn comes all the way over, never lets her rest for a second. On the stick the whole time, grabbed by Shaddy, now down low for Tamara. Tamara comes across, puck away to Tegan. Tegan has it. She comes walking forward with it, skates it up to the blue line. Into the zone. Gets down in there. Bumped off the puck by two Americans. Backhand centering pass to Tegan, and Tegan fires the shot on the backside. She tried to drop pass to her other defender, and Tegan was right there, picked it off. Almost got it over the pad. Now puck over by the Americans. They throw it up and out. Not going to make it for icing as the puck dies at the top of the circles. Over for Lily. Lily has it inside. Up pass towards Olivia. Olivia across the red line. Puck dumped back in. Americans fire a shot gloved out of the air by Kira. Jordana wins it clean back into the corner. Grabbed by Lily. Lily around the horn. Up towards Mack, trying to get it out of the zone. Kept alive by the Americans. They move it back inside off of the legs of Lily on that shot. Now up top for Olivia. Americans turn around. They dump it off that inside hashes. Poke check by Lily. Grabbed by Rudy. Rudy comes away with it. Soft pass up the inside wall towards Jordana. Bounced off the back wall and now into the zone again. Shaddy comes away from the center, flips it through two Americans. Down low centering pass comes to Teagan. Teagan fires a shot, deflected off a couple of sticks, and picked up right in front of the net. Never made it all the way on. Now Teagan on the back check, got over there, and she's at the blue line. Red line away, drops it to Tamara. Tamara forward off the inside line. She plays it forward through a couple of players. Now back towards Teagan. Teagan peeled away. 2-on-1 here near side. She leaves it open and just missed that inside corner. That puck came all the way up and out. They got the up top over for now turned back at center ice. 11:43 left here. Over for Lily. Lily up to Amelia. They got icing on that one as it quickly makes its way down. Back in all the way. They say no icing there. Amelia plays it forward, trying to get it up for Olivia. Olivia just out of her reach. Now drop pass by Rochester. High in the air, chipped out of the air by Olivia. Good hand-eye coordination there. Olivia back to Rudy. Rudy through some skates, gets it to Lily. Lily up to Amelia. Amelia gets it into the zone. Now kept alive by Lily. Rochester turns it back this direction. Dumped off the outside wall. They get it low. Centering pass, misses a couple players. A shot hits Kira on the side. She gets it covered up as it gets stuck in the side of the net. 10 minutes flat left here in the third. Americans win it back. They have it up top. They stick handle across the high slot. Shot there, stepped up on by Riley. Puck comes up out of the zone. D-to-D pass. Teagan with pressure. Gets it on her backhand. She brings it in. Tried to pull it forehand. Gets it down into the zone. Dug off of her stick. Back up towards the hashes. Teagan got in the way of that one, and she saw it coming up top. Dump back down in the zone. And they take both Teagan and the other player to the box. Teagan with a roughing. Another player with a holding. And a head shake from my daughter. 5-on-5 hockey ensues. One back up top. Shot hit a skate right in front. It's loose down low. Drop pass up top for Lily. Lily back down low. Up top to Riley. She takes a shot. Now Mack on the back check. Dumps her on her backside. Over for Jordana. Jordana rimmed around that far side wall. Played up for Rudy. Rudy gets the pass up, trying to hit Mack on that far side wall. Dump back in. Rudy's going to chase it into the corner. Rudy comes away. They come walking up forward with it. Nice move there. She gets the shot from high, and Nate's off the backside, posted in. Rudy came all the way across the top. They cut the lead to 1. Back for Tamara. Tamara across the blue line. Played forward by Bryn. Bryn gets it out of the zone. Olivia far side. And she draws the slashing penalty. Now we go to the power play. Jordana in the center gets the puck up towards Rudy. Rudy plays it low into the corner. Saucer pass up top for Lily. Lily holds the line. Down low at the hashes. Back up. And in at the hashes again. Down low for Mack. Mack brings it back up to Lily. Lily had to pinch that far side wall, and the Americans come away with it down here near side. Over for Rudy. They get a shot. It's deflected towards Kira, and Kira covers it up. Jordana gets it back off that outside wall over for Mack. Mack comes away with it. Cross ice pass to Jordana. Jordana slows down, centering pass onto the stick of the Americans, and they come stick handling up and out. Across the blue line. Peels up. Played after by Sonia. And Mack with some pressure there now for Sonia. Sonia, stick handles, not able to get it quite out of the zone, but it does bounce up and out. Americans turn it back away. Mack chops it off the stick. Mack into the zone. She walks in low, takes the shot towards the net, goes off the American, and bounces back out front. Left for Jordana. 37 seconds left on the power play. Back down low. Americans with pressure grab it, and they fire it 200 feet for icing. Puck's going to die before it gets there. Tripped her on the way back. Now Rudy's going to pull it up the other direction. Rudy walks in. Kicked off of her stick, but Mack picks it up. She's got an open lane. Fires the shot inside post. Mack lined up that shot. Had nobody in front of her. And now we got a tie hockey game. 6 minutes, 27 seconds left. Some life breathed in. Life has been given to the Alliance. Americans pick up the puck. They go around behind their net, hit the brakes. Teagan with a forecheck there. Poke checked it off her stick. They come back away with it. They got a cherry picker up top, just out of the reach of her stick. Pushed into the near side corner for Amelia. Amelia up towards Teagan. Dumped all the way down. That's going to be just wide of the net, and that'll go for icing. Clock was still running there for a little bit. Shaddy on the draw, one back by the Americans. They stick handle in, pressure over there by Amelia. She didn't let that shot off with no pressure. Up to Teagan. Teagan backhands it, didn't get it out. A shot came in on net. Rudy plays it off that outside wall. Rudy over on the near side. Picked up by Teagan. Teagan has it low. Flipped up off the wall, trying to get it out towards Amelia. Grabbed by Teagan. Teagan backhands it, gets it down across the blue line. They peel off for a change. Americans come away with it. One poke check there, a second chance at it. And it's across the red line. Now turned up by Amelia. Americans go cross ice. Now back up front, slap shot into the zone. Rims around the boards. Addie down low. Pushes it up to the defense. Puck in the high slot, poke checked out. Came back in way off sides, and that should go all the way down. And does. .446 left here in a 2-2 hockey game. Late in the third. Mack to take the draw. Jordana to take the draw. She wins it clean back to Riley. Riley surveys the ice. Pushes it over towards Mack on the backside. Mack picks it up at the hashes. Mack up the wall. Poke check there. Oh, she broke her stick. She's got to head back. Jumps off the ice. Now wide. Shot gloved up by Kira. Mack had that blade just fall right off the stick. She's going to come out and grab it. Now Jordana ready on the draw again. One by Jordana, back over for Lily. Lily off the inside wall to Olivia. Olivia, 2 on her in the corner. They try and skate around her, get a low shot from a bad angle. Comes off the wall, grabbed by Rudy. Rudy has it. She makes the up pass towards Mack. It bounced right off the Americans player. She gets a shot. Went sideways on the Rochester goalie. Now down low into the corner. Breaks hit in the corner. Backhand pass back towards Lily. Lily puts it into the corner for Mack again. They play it off that outside wall. Jordana comes in to help out. Peels the puck away at the high slot circles. She gets a shot off the post and just deflected high. Now they have it low again. They play it down in. She gets pushed over from behind, but lands on the puck, able to slow it down a little bit. They dig the puck out on the backside. Puck come up and out over for Rudy. Rudy has one on her hard, but she's going to peel away and skate it forward. Gets it up top, across the blue line. Rudy with a poke check there over for Lily. Lily with some room on the near side. She dumps it down. And everybody's going to change. Jordana with the forecheck pressure, has it low. Her and Sonia. Teagan came off the bench. She keeps it alive at the hashes. Back for Bryn. Bryn off the wall. Gets it down low into the corner. Centering pass to Teagan. Teagan takes a shot. High riser. Hit the post. Now back up top for Bryn. Bryn's going to get there at the wall. She has to dump it back down in quickly as pressure was on her up top, and the Americans are just going to throw it all the way down this time. With 2:41 left. One back up top to Bryn. Bryn across for Tamara. Tamara's shot hit Teagan right in the leg. Now moved up top. Bryn on the back check. She's got one on her. She's going to peel it up. Off the wall towards Tamara. Didn't quite get it out. Now down low for Teagan in the zone. Teagan ties her up. Grabbed out by Tamara. Tamara flips it forward. Not out of the zone. A poke check there by Teagan across the high slot as they try and work the puck out. A shot there. Kick save by Kira. Now for Bryn. Bryn to the near side for Teagan. Teagan's got a break as she comes away with it. Applying pressure. Americans able to get there first. Puck turned back around near side. 2-on-1 forming here against Lily. Lily lets them have the shot from the outside. Cuts off the pass. And Kira able to track it into her glove with 1:55 left. Won by the Americans. Flipped high into the air on the backhand. Grabbed over by Jordana. Jordana off the wall to Mack. Mack has it at the blue line. She comes walking in. Gets tripped up on the way to the net. And we'll take an extra attacker here. Jordana to take the draw here. Won it back right up to Lily. Lily has it off the wall. Trying to get it to Olivia. Americans able to pull it away. They have it up top. Rudy plays it over towards the near side wall at the red line. Gets in front of that play. She's going to peel up ice. She comes walking away. Made one miss. She's going to take it all the way in as she gets down low into the corner. Drop pass up for Mack. Mack has to move it over. She gets it to Lily. Lily down low into the corner. Back to Lily. Plays catch over here with Jordana. Jordana pinned up against the wall. Back for Lily. Lily has it in her skates, so has a tough play at it. Jordana came in to help her out, and the Americans come away with it. Americans across at the blue line. Broken up by Mack. They try and take a play on it. Now grabbed by Mack. Mack down low in the zone. She comes walking forward, 53 seconds, 3-on-2. She takes it wide, good zone entry, cross-ice pass for Jordana in the skates for a moment. Backhand pass right up front for Mack, and she tried to turn around one-timer. Rudy down low in the corner as she had pinched in, 39 seconds. Pinned up against the wall as the Americans trying to kill the rest of the time, 30 seconds. Dug out by Sonia. Sonia up to Lily. Lily over for Mack. Mack on the blue line. Saucer pass backside to Jordana. Jordana across. One-timer. Wow, right out of the air. Rudy connected on that. Back for Mack. Mack's got 10 seconds. She goes cross ice again. It's loose down low, and the Americans throw it all the way down. 3 seconds left here, and that's going to finish out the game in a tie here in our final consolation. 2-2 game as we leave here in Washington. That'll be a 1-2 record for your Florida Alliance. Have a good rest of your Monday. Happy President's Day. We'll see you back for district.